Hey Capricorn, what's going on? I hope you're very well. Thank you so much for checking out the video. My name is Diane and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot. We're going to do a love reading for June/July. But you know, it is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to find this is when you're meant to see it. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me, you know, I would appreciate that so much, Capricorn. Let's just do a couple more and one more. Alright, so let's see who is coming towards you. Who is coming towards Capricorn? The Tower. So it could be an Aries, but kind of looks to me like something's going to happen kind of fast here, Cap. You have the Tower and you have this 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So it looks to me like you're dealing with someone who's carrying some kind of heavy burden. And it's like all of a sudden they just release it. That's what I want to say. We're going to use that to clarify the Tower. Let's see what else comes out. I just think it's going to happen fast. I think something's going to shift kind of suddenly here. Let's see what else. You have the Six of Swords there. Yeah, you have the Chariot. And I just saw the Eight of Wands here as well. There's something's going to happen very fast. You're going to get some kind of communication coming in very fast. And I feel like this person's wanting to get into the Six of Swords energy, which may mean they're already in the Five of Swords. So they're in some kind of place at the moment where it's really not working out for them. And they're wanting to get to the Six of Swords energy with you. Like basically they just want to run away with you. It's kind of what I'm getting with this person. Yeah, like take a leap of faith with you here. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Cards are really coming out here. You have the Two of Pentacles. So there's some kind of decision on this person's behalf. Like they're, yeah. I don't know, Sagittarius had I just did Sagittarius's reading and they had to make a decision. So maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius, but this person has some kind of huge decision to make. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Taurus or a Libra. Let's get one more for that top row. Seven of Wands. So there's something here about defending their position. Let's clarify that. Oh my god. Okay, you're dealing with someone here, and I feel like this has come up in your readings a lot recently. I think they're in a connection, or they may have recently been in a connection. This is quite recent though, I would say. It's either something like they're still in the connection or it's recently ended. It's going to end like suddenly. They're in, and I think it's a long-term connection. It could even be family. Like there's some kind of family member holding them back. Holding them back is a tough way to put it, but like some family member that's not good for them. You know, like maybe a very critical mother, a very critical sister or brother or something. But it's, you know, if it's a relationship, I think they could be married, they could be engaged. It's something very long term. They certainly live with them. I feel like this person pays for a lot of stuff. Like they're in some kind of connection where they're the money behind it. And I feel like it ends very quickly. The Tower is something shocking that happens like, you know, very quickly. Something happens to challenge, like to change the beliefs so that something else can be rebuilt. Like it's basically some kind of connection ends very quickly. So something might happen within the connection to end it, or they might just decide, because with the Ten of Wands, it's a very heavy burden. Okay then, clarify the Six of Swords, please. Yep. Six of Swords with the Ace of Cups. They're wanting new love because I feel like it's a new connection with you. or relatively new. I mean, you might have known them for a while, but you've never been in a relationship with them. Basically, they're just wanting to run away with you. They're in some kind of connection at the moment that's very tedious, it's very heavy. I think there's a lot of responsibilities, it's really weighing them down. They're getting ready to do something, or they've already done it. Like they're getting ready to release it, or they've already done it, and basically just run off, just run away with you. Because you are their peace is the thing. Wherever they are now is not peaceful. Like they might be dealing with a Five of Swords kind of energy, like narcissistic or someone that takes a lot from them. Clarify the, kind of looks like the Ace of Wands wanted to come out, but I'm going to reshuffle because that was a bit, see how the cards are coming out though? I just think it's going to happen very fast, like it's very sudden. Suddenly is what I keep getting here. Libra had a very similar reading, so you could be dealing with a Libra as well. Clarify the Chariot. There's a decision. Oh my god. This person has been thinking about the decision for a long time. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you could be dealing with a Pisces as well. This has not been a quick decision. It's taken them a long time to do it, to make the decision. So maybe something happens. Maybe it's like the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. Clarify the Two of Pentacles, please. The King of Swords. So there's some kind of decision that this person is making. And they're being very logical about it. You know, they're trying not to let emotions get in the way here. I'm just going to reshuffle that one. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Virgo. Clarify the Lovers, please. You have the Moon and the Four of Pentacles, clarifying the Lovers. Alright. This is what's been getting in the way of the decision. They're a very logical person. They also have subconscious fears and anxieties. And there's a lot of repressed emotion going on here. This is who you're dealing with. This is someone who has a lot of repressed emotions. So I feel like they have this Ace of Cups, this overwhelming love for you, like overflowing, divinely guided, feeling like you're the one, being so in love with you, but they're kind of repressing it, or they have in the past. But they're literally having a tower moment, so they're not going to be able to repress it for much longer. Okay, something's going to change. But this has been what is blocking them making a decision. You know, because I think this person's all about the logic. They've been, you know, it's like, let's make a list, you know, like, oh, I'm very in love with Capricorn, but let's make a list, right? So if I stay with my current partner, if I stay in this family relationship, like what are the benefits? And you know, if I get with Capricorn, what are the benefits there? It's that kind of, you know, or it could even be like, oh, but I've been in this connection for so long. I mean, with Ten of Pentacles, they might own property with the person, they might be married, they might be engaged. Hopefully there isn't children involved, but maybe there's children involved. I do see a kid here. You're gonna know if that's the case though, I would say. This is also with the Lovers. I would say you're dealing with like it's a soulmate energy you're dealing with here, but it's also like a true love. The thing about the Lovers is, see how they're both, and I say this in a lot of my readings because I think it's really important, right? Because people always see the Lovers and they're like, ah, passion and like, you know, true love, and it is the true love card, but the thing is, it often takes a while to get there because see how they're naked? The reason that they're naked is because it's supposed to represent two people who have completely let go of the ego. You know, the ego that's, you know, this type of thing, being kind of logical, right? And being like, well, I can't abandon, you know, my partner because I've said I'll stay with them, and like, that's not who I am, and it's not logical to drop what I'm doing and get with this person that maybe I don't know that well, or, you know, maybe there's some fear here. The moon is usually some kind of fear or anxiety around the situation coming together. So there may have been something that happened in their past. They're being very cagey about that because they are King of Swords energy. You know, not very, they will obviously have emotions, but that's not who they show to the outside world, right? Or this is who they, the King of Swords is who they show, right? So like someone very logical, someone very in control of their emotions, you know, this kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like basically you're dealing with someone here who it's like they have all these emotions for you, but they're like repressed. Keep repressing it, just keep repressing it and just get on with your daily life. This is not logical what you're doing, like thinking about giving up your life for Capricorn. It's not logical, but there will be a Tower moment where it just happens. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Alright, I just have to say it, like, because the cards are taking so long to come out as well, and you have the Seven of Wands here. I think this person is worried about the backlash of what would happen if they left. I think this is part of the reason that they've been very slow. You know, like maybe if this is something that they walk away from, there'll be a lot of unhappy people, you know. So clarify the Seven of Wands, please. Yeah. You have the Emperor here and also the Hierophant. So I think you're dealing with someone here. It could also be their dad. Like they could have a very authoritative, like very traditional father figure who's very, I don't want to say judgmental, but maybe a little judgmental, that they would have to defend this decision too, right? But with the Emperor and the Hierophant, you are dealing with someone here who they are quite traditional. Like the Emperor is someone very responsible. It's like the daddy energy, like dad, mom kind of energy. So I think they have this kind of image of themselves as like they're always the responsible one, you know. They're always like, they would never, you know, oh, I would never run off and just do something crazy like that, you know, I'm the responsible one kind of thing. And that's who they've just always been. But then all of a sudden there's this like Ace of Cups overwhelming love for you that's kind of getting in the way, right, of them repressing their emotions and trying to live their life, which is usually what the Tower is. This is usually what Spirit does. Like you're just living your life and then all of a sudden, bam, something happens and you can't carry on ignoring, you know, you can't carry on anymore. It's like you have to do something about it. You have to acknowledge it and deal with it. So I feel like that's what's happening here. You have the Aries. You could also be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. I would say this person, they might be married or they might be engaged or in a very long-term commitment anyway. They're very responsible. This is someone like, they're very loyal as well. What action is this person going to take towards Capricorn, please? This is crazy though, because you have 1, 2, 4 decision cards there, you know, and it's the major, you have 3 major arcana dealing with decision. So it's a huge decision for this person. So you have the Star. I'm just going to take the top one for the action that they're going to take here. So the Star is all about maintaining hope, reconciliation. Let's see what else. What action is this person going to take towards Capricorn? The World. So they're wanting some kind of rebirth, like some kind of reconciliation here. They're wanting to close down an old cycle and begin a new cycle with you. Yeah. This is a very serious energy. And the reason that, oh my god, I just saw the Eight of Wands and I just saw the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're going to get some communication from this person very quickly. It's going to happen very out of the blue. Alright, you could be dealing with a Gemini. It's literally going to be, it's just going to happen. It's going to happen so fast. Something happens. I'm going to try and clarify that, Tower, but something happens to change their mind, or to make them make the decision. I don't know what it is yet, but the reason I'm saying they're very serious is, you know, I asked them what action they're planning to take towards you, and they could have just given you the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, right, which would be, I'm going to communicate with Capricorn, but instead of that you have two major arcana. So they've chosen to express themselves. There's also there's a lot of different cards in the deck that talk about decisions, like basically all of the twos, but again, instead you've got these major arcana, which are kind of the daddy cards of the deck, right? The daddy mummy cards of the deck. So they've chosen to express themselves in a very kind of serious way, which makes me think you're dealing with a very serious person. Like, so this is a big decision for them. They're very responsible. They hold themselves at a very high account. Yeah. I would say in terms of their job, they probably do something like fairly impressive, like I would say like manager, possibly law, or the army, or like they own their own business or something. It's like boss energy. Very, very intelligent. They've certainly been through a lot as well. This person's been through a lot. But, you know, they're wanting this Ten of Cups with you. They're wanting commitment with you. This is what they want with you. So, and they're not screwing around. Like the Star and the World and the Ten of Cups, like once they're in it, that's it. You might even get a message that says something like that, or they might call you and say something like that. You know, I don't know, like, I'm gonna leave this person for you. Like, would you want to do this with me? Or they might tell you they've already left. What is this? All right, you could be dealing with a Virgo here with the Hermit. What is this Tower, please? You have this Tower with the Six of Cups. So there's something from the past. Give me a bit more on that Six of Cups, please. The Eight of Wands. It's like communication. About someone from, maybe you guys end up meeting each other randomly or something like that. What happens, please? What is this Tower? The Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Give me that again, Spirit. Give me that again. Right. What is this? What happens, please? What is this Tower? Do you know what? The Tower is them reaching out to you. This is what happens very quickly. Because you had a couple of communication cards here. This is what the Tower is. They're going to reach out to you very suddenly. And whatever it is they say is going to change everything. Yeah, they're going to tell you. You have the Seven of Swords here and the Nine of Pentacles. They're going to tell you that they've left. I think they're going to call you up and tell you they've left. And make you this offer. Because that Nine of Pentacles is the single person, and the Seven of Swords here is leaving behind. You know, with the Seven of Swords, it's like it's like a karmic, you know, I've learned my karmic lessons. Like I feel as though I have absorbed all that I can from you and it's time for me to go. You know, like whatever situation they were in, it's like, I'm done. Like I've learned what I needed to from this situation and I'm done. I think they're going to call you up or text you. I'd say it's going to be a phone call. They're going to call you and tell you they've left this person. That's what I think is going to happen, and I think it's going to happen very suddenly. Like it might be like the same day or something like that. Yeah, because I feel like they leave, it's a karmic. I feel like they've left this karmic behind. Alrighty, let's get some messages. Okay, then that came out fast. See, the whole reading has just been like that. I just feel like there's communication that just happens like really fast. And it's almost going to leave you going, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know. Like you're kind of catching me off guard here a little bit. So maybe Spirit's just trying to warn you. You have let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. But look at that. It's a woman. Right? It's like this person is letting go of some kind of partner. And obviously if, you know, you're dealing with a woman who's dealing with a man, then you can replace that woman with a man, right? But I feel like that's, yeah, I feel like it's all of a sudden they just let go of this past energy. I don't know if maybe there's something, it's like the straw that broke the camel's back kind of thing. But it's like all of a sudden they just let go. I don't know why. What else from this person? Jeez, they have, oh my god. They have a lot to say. Okay, let me just try and calm down because I'm actually getting a little excited. Okay, so you have, I'm just going to take these two here that I see. So you have love. Love conquers all. So, yeah, it's like a running away vibe. It's like they want to run away with you. It's like they just don't care as long as they're with you. Because they have so much love for you with this Ace of Cups. They have so much love for you. They feel like it doesn't matter. Like nothing, it doesn't matter as long as you guys are together. Love conquers all. It's like it doesn't matter with the Six of Swords, like we'll run away together. Don't care as long as we have each other. And you have marriage. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. So this person is, they're very serious about you. Like they're looking for, they want to marry you. It could also be, you might be dealing with someone here who's in a, like maybe they're not quite married yet, but there's some kind of decision here about the marriage. Like maybe they're engaged or something. There's a decision about that too, but they want to marry you. And you have dreams. Share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. So I feel like they dream about you, like you're their dream come true. They might be coming to you in your dreams a lot. Like you might be noticing that recently. And I feel like the closer it gets to union, the more you're going to dream about this person. They feel like it's a very, because it's the Lovers here, they feel like they can be open with you. Like they feel like they don't have to hide with you. With the other people in their life, I feel like they always had to have this front up, like, oh, I have to be tough and I have to, I don't know, kind of do what I'm told, because you have this King and the Queen here. So I always think with these two, it's kind of like she's going, nah, 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 like kind of nagging, and he's got the sword up to be like, I have to protect myself. I mean, it's not always like that with the King and Queen of Swords, obviously, but she's usually my card of like a karmic. So I feel like it was like they always had, sorry, cat my camera cut out, like they always had to have their guard up with this person, but with you, like they're naked. Do you know what I mean? They're just, there's nothing to hide. You don't hide anything from them. They just feel very open with you. And at the bottom of the deck you have soul. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust in the process. So this is preparing, like you guys are both being prepared. I wonder if this person said something about children to them, because the Six of Cups keeps coming up here. I wonder, it's like they told them they didn't want children, or they told them they did want children, and or they saw them around children or something and they were terrible with children or something. There may be something to do with kids here that made them be like, oh my god, I can't stay with this person. Do you know what I mean? Let's get a couple more. What else with this person? Wow, Capricorn, a message for you. Do you see how fast that came out? A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. And it's come out over the Ace of Cups. This person is like madly in love with you. Okay, what else? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So this has come out over the Two of Pentacles, and it's come out over this King of Swords. So they've tried to block it out, tried to be the good person, you know, the stand-up dude or the stand-up dudette, and like do their duties, you know what I mean, and show up and put up and whatever. But Tower moment's coming. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this has come out over this cluster fart here. You have the Seven of Wands, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. So I feel like there's maybe, I don't know, they're worried about backlash. Okay, like someone's gonna say something like, oh, it's like you shouldn't leave your partner, or like maybe if it's a mother or a dad, it's like, oh, we do so much for you and like you're so selfish or something. You know, they're staying in whatever situation this is out of guilt because they feel like they should do it, but they want to be with you, right? And it's something to do with like, I think it's something to do with like they're this, I don't know if they're the provider, or they just have a lot of responsibilities, or it's always like, I feel like I should be the one in control, like the one with all the responsibilities. Do you know what I mean? But then they met you and they were just like, I don't want this anymore. Because I think you made this person feel emotions that they didn't know they had, basically. Because they've always been kind of repressed. Let's see what else. Let's get a couple more. In fact, I'm going to go into a different deck here. I'm going to go into this one. Okay, that came out fast. I am fearless as I walk this path. As my love shines bright, my eternal loving spirit guides guide me. So your love makes them fearless, because I think they were scared. Maybe they've always been unhappy in this connection and they were scared to walk away. But there's something about your love, because they feel like they have your love, and love conquers all. This is what keeps coming through. It's like, I don't care what happens. I don't care what anybody else says as long as I'm with Capricorn. Like, you make them fearless. They're going to do something. They're going to take this action, and it's you. You make them feel strong. And also, I think they may have had a bit of a spiritual awakening here, because they feel like they're being guided towards you. Let's get two more. What else would this person say to Capricorn? Oh, if I'm to break, I will break into color. My rebirth, my fresh eyes. So this King of Swords is breaking open. The decision is coming. There's some kind of rebirth coming for this person. I think everything's always been kind of gray for this person, like very, you know, logical, like this is logical, that's not logical, therefore I'll do this. Emotions don't really come into it. I just kind of, you know, it's like I just do what I'm told, or I just do what I think I should do. And emotions and what I want don't really come into it, you know? But it's like they're seeing things, it's like they're alive for the first time. You know, because if they have been very emotionally repressed, that's a sacral chakra thing. Like, if the sacral chakra is closed, it's very difficult to feel joy in day-to-day life, because you simply don't feel present, because your emotions are not there and you don't feel joy. So I feel like you brought a lot of color and joy into this person's kind of gray and drab life. And let's get one. They're gonna break in a good way. Let's get one more. No, you're not having all of those. One more, please, Capricorn's person. What else would you like to say to Capricorn? That's the one that tried to come out earlier. It was rough like the hailing seas chained against this rock. Thunder cracks against my skin, testing me to find my inner strength. So you should know, wherever they've been, it was rough. They felt chained to a rock. They feel like they've been chained up against some kind of rock, like some kind of heavy responsibility or some kind of heavy role or duty. But they feel like they've been tested. They feel like this is a test, you know, to like basically find their inner strength, you know, like not making decisions based on guilt. Because it actually takes a lot of strength to stand up to people who, you know, are telling you you should be one thing, right? And you're like, no, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. But everyone else is going, well, you know, if you don't do that, you're very selfish, blah, blah, blah. So, but they feel like they've been chained up until they met you. You give them strength, you make them fearless, Cap. So yeah, I think this is just a little warning from Spirit to say, like, you know, you may feel like things are not even happening in this connection, but they are. There's probably something going on with you as well. You're probably being prepared. Like maybe you're doing little things like, I don't know, eating healthily or exercising or getting new clothes or like working on your job or something. But while you're doing that, this person is like, things are happening. And I think they want to prepare you, because when it does happen, it will happen very, very suddenly. And they may very well, it looks to me like they're going to come in and tell you they've left this person. And what do you want to do? So I hope this was a useful reading, Capricorn. Many thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you feel like doing that. I'd appreciate it so much. And many blessings to you. Love and light.